Okay, do a Microsoft Bing search and ask Bing to provide you one paragraph definition of philosophy. And quickly note what the search gives you. Did you note down? Quickly note down the definition of what philosophy is that you get on Microsoft Bing search. You can use Chat GPT 4 if you have a paid account. You need to pay for that. You have to pay $20 a month. You found? Okay. The study of fundamental nature of knowledge, reality, and existence, especially when considered as an academic, is good. Now, if you have done that, second search, write this in your search bar. Introduce Plato's philosophy in one paragraph. Introduce Plato's philosophy in one paragraph. Write that search in search bar and look what you find. In Bing search, write introduce Plato's philosophy in one paragraph and look what you get.
Bing.
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 Yeah.
Feeling.
Bing.
Bing.
In my desktop, I have in the left top corner there is an icon, and if I click, it opens it. Please find out one paragraph on Plato's philosophy and note it down. I want you to understand the word idealism without my help. Do a search on Plato as a philosopher. Plato as a philosopher. Let me write some words that I want you to search and read yourself here. Let me write on the board. What you need to search for is, let me write here. First, search for, come in. Search for the word philosophy, right? Then search for Plato, one paragraph only. Don't search a lot, just one paragraph. Then search for philosophy, Plato, idealism. Idealism. Search what is idealism. Okay? Or you can add a word here, Plato's idealism. Plato's idealism. And then search for rhetoric. And always do not search more than one or two paragraphs. Okay? I don't want you to be in trouble by reading a lot. Quick searches. Then search for rhetorical devices. Okay? Then search for Allegory of the cave. Then search for Plato's idea of philosopher king. These are the central concepts that we need to understand in this chapter. Okay? And I'm not going to help you much from my side because now technology is so easily available. I'll help you where a mobile can't help you. I'll help you only if a mobile can't help you. If there is something that you can search on own, I won't be helping you. I would like to discuss with you when you have read. I'd like to discuss with you. Does someone know I have mailed you a doc file where this essay is given and there are multiple choice questions to answer after reading? one by one in a note copy, write the meaning of these concepts. In a note copy, write the meaning of these concepts. And do not use Google this time, use Bing search or use Chat GPT search, because in that model you get better answers. You can tailor your questions as per your need. For example, write, tell me Plato's philosophy in one paragraph, and you will see that it will give you a very good paragraph defining Plato's philosophy. You need to copy that in your note copy, please. It is not enough to find out what it says. You need to copy it. You need to write it in your copy. And then I'll be calling you to present what you have found out. You will tell the class what research you did. So in a sense, you are involved in a research right now. In a sense. You are Googling, you are using the internet, you are looking for information, or you are writing down. If you see a web page, please note down the URL also, from where you got the information. Do not write more than one paragraph under a topic, limited within one paragraph, because you will be overburdened if you write too many things. For my class, my request is that you manage good data in mobile phone availability. You must have internet accessibility in my class. You'll be doing a lot of Bing searches this time. Why should I spend my energy telling you something you easily get over the internet? Let's not use the time for knowing things. Let's use it for discussion. Good. Good. What's your first name?
Simran.
Simran, yes. Simran Tandukar, right? Yes. Done? Have you found at least some information about all these things? That clock is not working, right?
It is.
Working? No. It's 1 hour past, I guess. It should be 8 o'clock by now. It's 9 o'clock. Somebody did the trick, I guess, in this class, right? Someone did the trick. Okay. Are you getting the information? No? Take my help. If you are not getting help from the internet, call me for help. Yes. Is it Bing search?
Yes.
So now, yes, this one, the copy.
Wikipedia.
Google में गया.
Even if you get something Wikipedia, it's all right. Note it down. Well, it's not useless. We'll see how useful it is. Though Wikipedia is not very reliable source, but you can start with it because it tells you something, and then it tells you where to go for further information. You can start with Wikipedia. Did you get that in Bing search?
Yes.
Bing should not give you Wikipedia information, I guess. Okay, fine. But what Bing does is, in Google or in ChatGPT, for example, the data is fed previously, and if there is no data, it won't help you. But in case of Bing, what it does, when you enter a search term, it in real time it starts searching internet, and it gives you real time information. I want you to know something about these terms without my help. I was reading the definition of philosophy. So we have a definition of philosophy. Yeah. Okay. So Simran writes that philosophy is the study of the fundamental nature of knowledge. Okay. Okay. Nature of knowledge, reality. Okay. Reality and existence. Okay. Existence, especially when considered as an academic discipline. Okay. So philosophy is the study of the nature of knowledge, reality, existence. And we have the essay. Allegory of the cave in our course. And now we need to see what this essay talks about knowledge, what this essay talks about reality and existence. And the sorry thing is that Divakar sir is not going to help you a lot. What Divakar sir has done, this morning Divakar sir has mailed you a doc file in a group page, a Word file. That Word file contains this essay. In your group page, I have mailed you a document that contains this essay. And what I have done, after every paragraph, I have made a lot of objective questions. You need to read the paragraph and quickly answer the questions and go on. Do you get me? Can you go to your page and see the what thing I have made? Please go to group page. Go to group page and show me what I have made. I'll tell you which one to open, which file to open. Go to group page and show me what things I've mailed you.
Yes, sir.
Can you show me? I'll tell you which one to open. Okay. There is one document that says reading text without answer. Which one is that? This one is a doc file. Which one is doc file? Which one is clear file? Which questions for reading practice? Original file? I guess this one. I think the first one. I guess the first one. Make sure you find information on all these things. Okay. Okay, let me tell you something more on my side. So, what is philosophy? Philosophy is asking questions like, what is reality? What is reality in your opinion? What is reality? Are you a real girl? Are you? How do we believe? We don't believe you are a real girl. So how do you convince us? How do we know you are a real girl? Are you a human being? Are you a human being? Medhavi, are you a human being? How do you convince us that you are a human being? How do you believe? Yeah. No, we doubt you are a human being. So how we believe? Science proves. That's how. Hold her hands. Do you feel it? So she's human being. Look at her. Look at her. She's human being. You can see. Say something to her in her ears. Say something. Look. Say it. You can hear. So you're a human being. So look what they did. We know Medhavi is a human being because we can touch her. We can talk to her. We can see her. Right? My point is, one way of knowing what reality is sensory. What? Sensory. Look at me. Look at me, everybody. Do you see me? Yes. If you don't see me, either you are a ghost or I am a ghost. Right? If you don't see me. If you don't see me, we are paranormal people. Right? So, you see me. Sight, sense of sight. Hello? Hello? Hi. Hi. Nobody greets me. Hi. You heard me, right? You heard me. Right? Everyone, shake hands with a friend sitting next to you. Come on. Shake hands. Okay, now find out if their hands are cold or warm. Cold or warm. Some may be cold, some may be warm. So touch. You know things by touch, right? Okay. Everybody, say one loving thing to a friend sitting next to you. Quickly. 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 Someone is saying, I love you. That's a loving thing, no problem, no problem. You can say, I love you, right? No problem. Okay, so you spoke, your friend heard, right? So seeing, touching, okay. Open a new page in your copy and smell the paper. Smell the paper. Does it really smell? In my days, when we passed a class, our parents brought new books for us from market. And the first thing we do is, we'll smell them for days. And through the smell, we'll know we have passed a class. So we know things by smelling, right? So seeing, hearing, seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, what else? Tasting. Does anyone have tiffin box? Okay. Inside your mouth, feel the taste of your tongue. I don't know how it is possible. Feel the taste of your tongue. Can we really taste our tongue? Maybe we can. Okay, move your tongue in the mouth and feel the saliva. Feel the taste. It is slightly salty. The saliva is slightly salty. Feel it? That is tasting. That is tasting. How do we taste? With the tongue. How do we smell? With the nose. How do we touch? With the skin. How do we see? With the eye. How do we hear? With the smell. With the ears. They are known as senses. What do we call them? Senses. And they help us know the reality. Okay. So I'm blind and I cannot see, and I want to find out I want to find out where is, I want to find out where is Raji. I want to find out where is Raji and what I'm doing. I'm fumbling around because I cannot see, right? I'm walking and I'm using, which sense am I using? Which sense am I using? Look at me, which sense? Touch. I'm using touch, right? Oh, Rajiv is so clever, yes. Oh God, this must be Rajiv's bag. It's a bag, I guess. Is it a bag? I can't see, but I can touch and feel it is Rajiv's bag. And there is a thermal flask, I guess. Rajiv used to. This must be Rajiv's chair because this is the wall. I can't go any further than this. And this is the aisle corridor. Rajiv was sitting here. How very I could not find out. I could not find out. But what I was doing? What sense was I using? I was using touch. That's how we know reality. One meaning. But Plato didn't agree with this idea. He said, reality is not sensory. Reality is not sensory. What is reality then? If reality is not sensory, now in big search ask, what was reality for Plato? And look what you get. In your big search, ask, what was reality for Plato? In your big search, just ask, what was reality for Plato? And quickly tell me the answer you get. Ask Bing search, what was reality for Plato? And note it down. Write the answer in a copy. Note the answer in a copy. In a Bing search, write, what was reality for Plato? And look what you get. Always limit your searches to a single paragraph because you don't have much time in classroom to read 2000 words. Normally Bing gives you 2000 word answers, right? Someone tell me what answer you got. Someone tell me the answer you got. What was reality for Plato? First you write down. First you write down. First you write down what you got. What was reality for Plato? Always note the information you get from your research. Whenever you do a search, find the information, note it down. Did you find something?
No data.
You found?
No data.
No data. Borrow data. In my class, it's day one, it's all right, but from tomorrow, make sure you have enough data. Always feel free to call me for help, okay? When I say do Bing search, I don't mean you depend on that completely. Now let's do one another search. Right like this. Give me the main idea of Plato's Allegory of the Cave, and look what you find. Read. In Bing search, right, give me the main idea of Plato's Allegory of the Cave. In Bing search, right, give me the main idea of Plato's Allegory of the Cave. In your Bing search, right, give me the main idea of Plato's Allegory of the Cave. And read it. And read it. Now this time you will present. So do a search on the main idea of Plato's Allegory of the Cave. In a Bing search or Chat GPT search, write what is the main idea of Plato's Allegory of the Cave, and in a group read it together. First read and then write. First read and then write. In your Bing search, write the main idea of Plato's Allegory of the Cave. Did you find something? Did you find something? Okay. You can read in group and then write in a copy. And if you are finding something from the internet, one advice to you, always try to note down the URL if it is given there. If not given, write that I took it from ChatGPT, write that I took it from Bing. If you note something from internet, always write where you got it from. So I said, right, give me the main idea of Plato's Allegory of the Cave and read the information you find. Simran, do you have data? Okay. From tomorrow I hope you will have it, okay? You can buy a month-long pack, I guess, right? Maybe NTC gives you a pack that might last you for a month. There will be, yes. Nepal Telecom, I heard, has a system in which you can use your college ID card and buy a cheap data package that will last for a month, I guess. I don't know. Ask Nepal Telecom if there is any package students. They may have a package particularly designed for students. Because during COVID, I remember students were given this facility. They could use cheap data. The question is, what is the main theme? Good. Read it and write down. Does it also list the website? Okay, read it. Don't waste your time. Read it and write it. Read the information you got. You can choose to read in pair with a friend and then write. Soon we will invite you here with your note copies. You will tell the class what you have found out. find information on the theme of Allegory of the cave, or the main idea of Allegory of the cave, and make a note on it. Can I share it without off the camera? Off the camera. You know, sometimes I feel like, sometimes I understand, you know, the presence of camera has an effect, right? I do understand, but for me it has no effect. It's ears. But sometimes I understand that. Are you convinced the logic of doing this thing? If you have any grudges or any difficulties, please do share it with me, and I'll take care of it, right? Because the whole sole purpose is academic. Look what I'm doing. I'm recording what you're doing, and I'll look back and see if it was enough in the class, or I need to improve it in for next class. So can you share me what you were hiding, just off the camera? Okay, that's nothing wrong. It's a wonderful thing. It's a good thing. It's a wonderful thing. Can you share what you were trying to express in this picture?
Stairway to heaven.
Stairway to heaven. What ideas were coming to mind when you drew this picture?
Song.
Yeah? Song.
Yeah.
There's a song with this title? What is the song about?
Stairway to heaven.
Its theme?
It's themed about reality and demise.
And somehow this song relates with Plato's ideas, you find? Good. Now when I call the presentation, you will tell us how the song Stairway to Heaven relates with Plato's idea of reality. Good. Look how we stumble upon important things out of just funny things, right? Useful, important thing you found. Okay. Is someone ready? Is someone ready to come to the front and tell the class the theme of Allegory of the cave? Now I want to call you here, and you will come with the notes. You can use your notes. You can read out, no problem. Come with the notes and tell the class your understanding of the theme of Allegory of the cave. Can someone tell me what is an allegory? Someone. What is an allegory? Anyone? Can someone tell me what is an allegory? You can just Google and find out. Please Google. I won't tell anything that you find on the internet now. Why should I tell you? It's there. I sometimes feel like gradually teachers will be redundant. They won't be needed, right? You need a teacher only when your internet doesn't have to. Okay, what's an allegory? An allegory is, let's say, a piece of writing or a story. An allegory is a story which has moral. Yes, Simran said correctly. An allegory is a story with a moral, right? An allegory is a story with a moral. Now, you know, many stories have morals, but what is particular about allegory? What is particular about allegory? Have you heard the word analogy? Have you heard the word analogy? A-N-A-L-O-G-Y. What does analogy mean? Comparison, right? So an allegory makes a comparison, right? Now, in this essay that we are going to discuss now, the allegory of the cave. What allegory of the cave? So as you see the title, there is the word cave, right? Allegory of the cave. What is a cave? A geological formation, right? A cave is a geological formation. And how are caves related to human beings? history tells that human beings first lived in the caves, right? And we read that only yesterday. I was reading about some people in Pakistan, I guess. They even today about 1,000 people, they still live in caves. And these caves are billions of years old caves. Right? Tell me the name of one famous cave in Nepal. Mahendra cave, right? Have you been there? You have been? Okay. So caves are associated with people because human beings live in the cave, okay? Now, caves have enough light, right? You should, yes. Really, Mahendra cave has light. Caves in nature have no light. There is darkness. There is darkness, right? What is there in the cave? Darkness. And you know, darkness has two meanings. Literal meaning. Okay, close the curtains. Please close the curtains. Let's close the curtains. Let's close the curtains. Close the curtains. Close the curtains. Please close the curtains. Close the curtains. Quickly, 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 quickly. Okay. Now, do you see our classroom is darker than earlier, right? One meaning of darkness is lack of light. Lack of light. But the word light and darkness has a metaphorical meaning. Who is known as the light of Asia? Buddha. Why Asia? Light of the world. Right? Now, when you say Buddha is light of Asia, what do you mean by the word light? When you say Buddha was the light of Asia, what do you mean by the word light? Knowledge. Here light means knowledge. If light means knowledge, then darkness might mean. If light means knowledge, no light means ignorance. What does it mean? Ignorance. Now, look, Plato, I said earlier that in an allegory, Simran was saying that it gives a moral lesson. Then we said, okay, we agree. We have a moral lesson here, probably. But it also compares. It also compares. Medai was saying that analogy is comparison, this is earlier. So it compares two dissimilar things, right? So here we have the cave. Now what do you think is this cave compared to? What do you think is this cave compared to? This cave is compared to what? The world. The world. This world is like a cave. This world is like a cave. Just as the cave has darkness, this world is drowned under ignorance. This world is drowned under ignorance. Just as the cave is drowned under darkness, the world is in ignorance. Right? Now look, so see the comparison, cave and the world. Now he will show similarities and differences. Now one, Plato also compares the physical reality with the spiritual reality. Physical reality and spiritual reality. So I was earlier asking what is allegory, right? I told you allegory. Allegory is a story with a moral. And allegory might make a comparison. And such comparison is known as analogy. It is known as analogy. For example, we said that there may be a comparison between the cave and our world, right? Or the comparison between the physical existence, physical reality and spiritual reality. Okay, now are you ready to come here and read your notes? I want some people to come here and read their notes on the theme of this essay. Ready? I'll give you 5 minutes more and I'll call you randomly. In 5 minutes, in 5 minutes, prepare notes using internet. You will come to the front of the class and you will read notes aloud to your friend. I will randomly call you to the front and you will read your notes aloud to the class. In 5 minutes, prepare sketchy notes on the theme of this essay. I might call you randomly to the front with your notes and you will read aloud to your class from your notes. In the meantime, you can always feel free to call a teacher and ask a question, share a doubt. I will call you to the front and you will read from your notes. Make sure you have at least one line about every topic on the whiteboard. For example, your note should have something about philosophy, something about Plato, something about idealism, something about rhetoric, something about rhetorical devices, something about Allegory of the Cave, something about Plato's ideals, philosopher king. Once again, your copies should have at least one or two sentences about these topics. Your copy should have some note about what is philosophy taken from Bing search or ChatGPT search or Google. Your copy should have some notes about what is Plato's idealism. Your copy should have some notes about what is rhetoric, what are rhetorical devices. Your copy should have some notes about what is the theme of Allegory of the Cave. And you should have some notes about Plato's idea of philosopher king. Because you can find these things easily on internet, I'm not telling them. You know, I spent this semester break learning yet another language. Yet another. And I have started speaking it. Which language? Sanskrit. I spent 40 days learning Sanskrit. Make sure your copies have at least few sentences that you found on the internet about each of these topics. Using your internet resource, make notes on what is philosophy, what is Plato's philosophy, what is Plato's idealism, what is the theme of the essay or dialogue. Dialogue, it's not essay. Let's be clear. The first text we have in our course is not essay. Plato did not write essays. He wrote dialogues. In his time, there was no tradition of writing essays. The genre of essay was born much later, around 17th century. Some famous essay writers in English are Sir Richard Steele. Sir Richard Steele, very famous essay writer. If you like to read his essays, you can do that. Another is Joseph Addison. I can't spell correctly, I forgot. Joseph Addison, Richard Steele, Francis Bacon, Hazlitt, and there are many more. To remind you once again, if you are looking for good reading to spend time sometimes, and you don't know, then I told you one anthology, Norton Anthology of Nonfiction. I repeat, Norton, Norton Anthology of Nonfiction. This book is available on the internet, PDF file, and you can choose to buy or download, but that's illegal, unethical. You decide what to do. But that anthology has, I guess, more than 100 essays, non-fiction essays on various themes, and I guess many of those themes you will love reading about them. You know, reading is a wonderful habit that you should develop. I know you read a lot. The only difference is that you read on your choice, right? We all read what we like reading, right? Okay, so ready? So let me call, are you ready? You come here with your notes and read from your notes, okay? Read from your notes. So who would like to come? Raise your hand. We allow you to read your notes and you will explain these terms. Using your notes, you will tell the class what is philosophy. Using your notes, you will tell the class who was Plato. Using your notes, you will tell the class what is Plato's idealism. Let's go like this, okay? I'll call one student and he will tell us, she will tell about philosophy only. So let me call, who is ready? Somebody raise your hand and come here and read your notes about philosophy. I'm sorry for this Nepali. Come on. On your own. Come. Is it okay if I film you presenting? Okay. Read aloud.
Philosophy is a way of thinking about certain subjects.
Wait. Way of thinking. What is philosophy? Way of thinking. And then go on. We are teaching them, okay? Yeah.
Such as ethics.
Yeah. Such as ethics. What is ethics? Ethics is when you have a choice. Shall I do this? I said, look, when you are coming here, I said, can I film you? Did you watch me? She was coming here. I said, can I film you? So I had a question. Should I film the student on camera while presenting or not? Ethics is how to make decisions. Whether your decisions are right or wrong. If she had said, no sir, I don't want to be filmed, then if I film, it's a wrong thing. It's unethical. It would be unethical filming this student without her consent. So ethics is what's right and what's wrong. Next. Thought. What's thought? I don't know. What's your name? Asma. Close your eyes. Okay. Remember your mother. Remember a good thing she has done you. Another good thing. Okay, open your eyes. She had thoughts of her mother, right? Did he have other thoughts also? No. Right? Okay. Thoughts. I don't know how to define. Ideas you have in your mind. Thoughts. That's a complex topic. What is a thought, right? There is a book. My bad habit is I do a lot of books, right? Just forget. The History of Ideas. 1,000-page book. What is the book? The History of Ideas. It's a wonderful source for you to learn about any idea. Okay, go on.
Existence.
Existence. What is existence? Do we exist? Yes, because we are talking to them, right? Okay, does the world exist? Does this table exist? How do you know? By feeling, right? Exist. What else?
Time.
Time. What is time? In Mahabharata, you have this narrator. Main samay hu. He starts like, I don't know. What's time? Right? Yes, that's a philosophical notion. Right? We have big ideas about time. There's a book, The Geography of Time. What is the book? What is the book? The Geography of Time. Written by Robert Levine. By who? You read his essay in first semester. Time talks with an accent. Forgot. Yes, next. Meaning. So philosophy is about meaning. What is the meaning of meaning? What is the meaning of meaning? What is the meaning of meaning? What is meaning? You are trying to understand the meaning, right? Right? You are trying to guess what I was trying to say? Do you understand? No, you are useless. Okay, meaning is a big thing. Yes, next. And value. What is value? V-A-L-U-E. Look, today in your class, I didn't film your faces. The first time I filmed this right now only when she allowed me. So what's my value? My value is I should not expose my students' privacy as far as possible. That's what I believe in. So what is the value? Something that you believe in. Everybody, take a pen and you copyright. I believe that and complete the sentence. You also. I believe that and complete the sentence. And use the word should and should not. Use the word should and should not. Write a sentence using should or should not. That begins, I believe that I should, I believe that I should not, and complete it. I believe that we should or we should not, and complete it.
We should or I should.
Done?
The context.
Yeah.
We should or I should.
You can use any
The context.
context. What's your belief in life? About doing and not doing something. Write a sentence about, for example, I believe that as a teacher, if I don't know something, I should not say I don't know. I shouldn't pretend to know everything. As a teacher, I should not pretend that I know everything. If I don't know something, I should frankly tell my students I don't know. I'll look for it and tell it wrong. That's my value. That's my value. So did you have a sentence? Here we have a sentence. It goes like this. I want to the name of the student. I believe that everyone should respect each other's privacy. Good. That's a value. That's a value. Let me read from this side. We have something here. Yes. I believe that I should study. That's a value. Hardworking. I remember in class 7, it was written, जो सोता है उसका भाग्य भी सोता है. And tonight I went to bed at 12:30 and woke up around 5. जो सोता है उसका भाग्य भी value. Thank you so much. Well done. Now let me call somebody who has some notes on Plato. Who would like to come? Please. rather than me forcing you, let me see you feel comfortable. Come with the notes. You will read from the notes and we'll discuss together. Hello, come on. Let's not waste our time. Hello. Anybody who has notes come, we'll read the notes. No problem. We will simply read the notes from your notebook. Hello? Hello? Come on. You read, I'll explain. Don't worry. You read and I'll explain. Hello? Who has got some information about Plato? Come on. Shall I sleep? I don't want to be selective and pinpoint at somebody. I want you to say, so I'll be. In my days, we had this competition in the class. So when teacher was asking question, we'll be ready for that. I'll be the first. I'll be the first. Come on. Quick. Who is coming? Come on, Nahuga. You come with the notes, read out the notes, and I'll explain. Who has got a paragraph on Plato in your copy? Raise your hand. Medhavika. Let's see. Okay. Do you have notes? Do you have on Plato? Come. No problem. Listen to us. We'll explain. Can I interrogate this a little bit? Let's read slowly and loudly.
Plato was an ancient Greek philosopher.
Okay, he was a Greek philosopher, right? Not Indian philosopher, not Chinese philosopher, but Greek philosopher. And Greece is a country, right? Have you heard about Athens? Have you heard about Trojan War? Trojan War. You didn't hear that story where there was 10-year war and then they built a big wooden horse and inside the horse they kept some soldiers and they got into the city and they defeated. We read about Trojan War in class 3. We read about Trojan War in class 3. Yes, please. Let's welcome this heroine red. Heroine red. Hero's entry at the end, right? Okay. How are you? Ashish? Ayush. Ashutosh. Okay. So we said he's a Greek philosopher, right? Read next.
Student of
Plato was a student of who? Socrates or Socrates. Socrates or Socrates is known as the father of Western philosophy. It is said that he brought philosophy on earth from heaven. He brought philosophy down on earth from heaven. Okay, next.
Teacher of Aristotle.
God. Great teacher, great student. I wish I had a teacher like Socrates and students like Aristotle. So will you become Aristotles? So that the future generation says, there was a Plato who had Aristotle in his class, right? Have you heard about Aristotle? He wrote more than 450 books. 450 books. He wrote on almost every topic, from science to philosophy. Look, Aristotle, great teachers bring great students, right? Look, the tradition of knowledge and learning. Socrates, his student. Plato, his student. Aristotle. Plato opened a school and the name was the Academy. What was it called? And his school lasted for 1000 years. How long? And that shows the power of his idea. Yes, next.
Founder of the academy.
Founder of the academy. Today the word academy, we call, today academy means the university. Today academy means the university, the school, the college, the center of learning. Yes, next.
This not as the author of philosophical works of an unparalleled influence.
Best known as the author of philosophical works. Now you can Google and see what dialogues he has written. He wrote, the genre was dialogue. And in Plato's writing you will see that there will be two people. How many? Two. One will be student, the other will be teacher. One will be student, other will be teacher. And the method of learning is question answer. What method? Question and answer. The student will put question, the teacher will clarify, then the teacher will put question, and the student will answer. And you know, the dialogue begins with a confusion or a problem or an issue. And at the end of the dialogue, in the beginning of the dialogue, the student is in ignorance. At the end of the dialogue, the ignorance is removed. And this method of learning through dialogue, this method of learning through question answer is known as the Socratic method. What do we call it? Once again? Socratic method. What method? Yes, Socratic. Socratic method of learning. And that is learning by asking questions. How? Learning by asking questions, answering them. Particularly two people, in these two people, one will be learned, the teacher, the other will be ignorant, the student. And the student will ask questions, the teacher will answer back, and each of them will ask questions and answer, and gradually they will clarify confusion and ignorance, and they will arrive at knowledge. So Socratic method is a process of arriving at knowledge. Is that clear? Yes, next. Thank you. You get worried. Look, didn't I explain? Look, we did explain together. Okay, let me call somebody who has notes on Plato's idealism. Come on, who has got notes? You killed the guy. Yes. Plato's idealism. Okay, read, we'll explain together.
Plato's idealism is a philosophical position that reality consists not of material objects but of abstract forms.
Wait. Reality consists of not material object but
Abstract forms are ideas.
okay. Take a marker. Take the erase this part. Okay, wait. Write material. Material objects. Objects. Erase this. Okay. Draw hyphen. Right? Abstract forms. Okay. Right? Beauty. Okay, I'll do a funny thing. Rajiv, come here. We're doing crazy thing, okay? Take it easy. Come. And take it easy, okay? So Rajiv, tell us, who do you think is most beautiful girl in this class? Wait, I said we'll do crazy thing. There are candidates raising hands. Me. Rajiv will do that. Everyone, very clever boy. Okay, write everyone. This is an idea, right? Now, Rajiv, you said everyone is beautiful, you're true. Everyone is beautiful, right? Now, give me one example of beauty in this class by pointing at someone. Like, for example?
Like, for example, Archie.
Okay, Archie, come here. Is it okay we are filming? Okay. Now come. Stand here. We have a concrete example, right? We have a concrete example, right? Is it okay? Read classes, you hold hands, you can say hands. Okay, concrete people, real people, right? But the idea of beauty is abstract. The idea of beauty is abstract. And we have a concrete example to understand the abstract idea, right? We have a concrete example to understand an abstract idea. Okay, Arsi, tell who is the most handsome boy in this class? One. Choose one. Quickly.
Rajiv, of course, yeah.
Okay, Rajiv. So, Arsi said Rajiv is handsome. Now, handsome is an idea. Handsome is an idea. And if you want to understand this idea, look at this gentleman. He is the concrete example. Right? Now, Plato said that this is not real. This is not real. The idea is real. What? The idea is real. The material form is not. Is that clear? And what is idealism? Idealism is the idea that ideas come first, the physical existence comes second. Okay? For example, she is a beautiful girl. So now we have the idea of beauty. We have the idea of beauty. She is the concrete example. Prasamsa is a concrete example of beauty, right? But we have the idea of beauty. The idea is abstract. The idea is abstract. And she is the real example. Now Plato said the idea is real. She is not real. And truly she will change. She will grow. She will get older. She will develop wrinkles. She will be grandma. She will live 1,000 years and will die. And will die. Right? But do ideas die? No. People die. Ideas do not die. So for Plato, what's real? Idea is real, not the people. Thank you so much. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. Ideas exist beyond physical world. Read it.
According to Plato, these forms are more real and more perfect than their imperfect.
What is it? Forms are more real. Means idea is more real. Yes.
And more perfect than their imperfect fleeting copies in material world.
Okay, for example, give me the marker and I'll draw a picture, okay? This is the figure of a boy, right? No, a girl. We can easily say long hair. Now, this picture is a concrete example of the idea of a girl, right? But do you see, is there somebody who is good at drawing pictures here in this class? In this class, who is better at drawing pictures? Come on, please help me. I'm looking for someone who can draw pictures. Come on. Who is? Can you draw a picture better than this one? Come on, help me. Please help me. Come here and draw a picture better than this one. Do you know, do you realize that one can draw a better picture, right? Another can draw even better picture, right? We have Mona Lisa, right?
Yes.
We have Mona Lisa, right? In Louvre Museum, France. We have Mona Lisa in Louvre Museum, France. But in future, who knows, one can draw a painting that becomes even more beautiful than Mona Lisa, right? There is no perfection. There is no perfection. Perfection is only in the idea. Perfection is only in the idea. Right? Yes, go on.
Plato believed that the knowledge of these forms could be attained through a process of dialectical inquiry.
Okay, wait. Here's a word. Wait. D-I-A-L-E, dialectics. Get ready your mobile phone. Dialectical inquiry. Go to Bing search. Quickly. Where's the mobile? Within 1 minute, go to Bing search and write, what is dialectical inquiry? Quickly write, what is dialectical inquiry? Quickly write and note down what you find. Search, what is dialectical inquiry? In Bing search, type, what is dialectical inquiry? And note down the definition in your copy quickly. What is dialectical inquiry? And note down. Search, what is dialectical inquiry? Did you find? Quickly note down what is dialectical inquiry. D-I-A-L-E-C-T-I-C-A-L, dialectical. Dialectics. Prasamsa, you also note down if you have found out. You didn't find?
Sir, there is no mobile network, so...
Okay, it's all right. Somebody will help me. Someone give us the definition if you have found out. Found out? Okay, we have got one from her. Okay, here is, read it carefully, we'll come back.
Method of quantitative research.
Wait, I'm coming there. Just a minute. Yes?
Method of quantitative research or decision making that involves testing or debating different ideas.
Not very helpful. We are looking for another definition. Okay. Read out.
Which involve questioning and testing our beliefs until we arrive at a more complete and accurate understanding.
Read slowly again. Slowly.
Involve questioning and testing our beliefs until we
Oh,
arrive.
wait. Dialectics is questioning and testing a belief. In dialectics, you use question-answer method to arrive at a conclusion. You use question-answer method to arrive at a conclusion. You have a thesis, then you have antithesis, and then you arrive at a synthesis. I use 3 words: thesis, antithesis, synthesis. What is thesis? Let's say an idea. What is antithesis? Opposing idea. What is synthesis? Where do they come together? Look, a girl and a boy. Do they sit together normally? No. Normally no, right? Normally, we have this tradition. Why do they not sit together normally? Because our culture says that they should be separate. You see, we teach. For example, Prasamsa has been taught by a family not to sit with a boy normally. Now look, a girl and a boy can be like the thesis and the antithesis. Where do they come together? How do they come together? They come together in love. They come together in marriage. They come together in love and marriage. So there is synthesis. They come together. And the opposition is solved. And then a new thesis emerges. The son or the daughter. Yes. You will read an essay coming by Nietzsche. Next essay. Where he talks like this. Sexes. The male sex and the female sex. They are thesis and antithesis. But when they are in love, they have synthesis. And when they have a baby, that's a new thesis. Right? A funny example. Yes, go on.
until you arrive at a more complete and accurate understanding of reality.
So look, keep asking questions until you arrive at a clear understanding. That is dialectics. What is dialectic? Asking questions until you arrive at the clarity. Yes, ma'am?
Like to argue that I couldn't complete this.
Okay, that's all. So what is the time? Someone check the time. Okay, so we have now, I have mailed you some documents. See if you can find time to read them. Don't worry, read as much as you can. Don't read what you cannot. In tomorrow's class, come ready, hello? Come ready, reading the essay Allegory of the Cave, and come with presentation note. Tomorrow, I will invite you here randomly, and you will present on the dialogue Allegory of the Cave. Once again, assignment. In your group page, I have a doc file that has the whole essay with multiple choice questions. Read the essay, answer the questions, and for tomorrow's class, come being ready to make a 10-minute presentation on the dialogue. Did you get my point? Tomorrow, I will invite you to make a presentation on the dialogue, okay? I'm not going to tell you a lot. I won't tell you. Thank you. Attendance. Oh.